Okay, so this is one of those things where I got so much jumbling around in my head that I don't know what to pull down and spit out my mouth first. But I saw some stuff happening today at the courthouse after the Diddy verdict with Tisa Tells. And if she ever hears this video, I'm going to start off with the bad stuff and I'm going to end it with the good. I always believe in ending things on a positive note. First of all, the optics of what took place. Mm, mm, mm. The optics of it looked like a bunch of field niggas mad at a house nigga. That's the optics of it all. What am I talking about? Well, after the verdict, Tisa went live. And who knew that she stood around a barricade or inside a barricade and had, I think it was 2 bodyguards standing in front of her. Now, I don't know if that's a constant thing, hey, or if that was just for today. I don't know. But she was live, and another content creator, whom I don't know who it was, went live, or he was live, and he started yelling at her, telling her she's being paid by the prosecution and she needs to apologize to Diddy and his family for all the lies she's been telling. And I watched all this on Armand Wiggins' channel. Then Lovely T came up to Armand Wiggins and he was like, oh, they getting that Tisa. And she got all giddy and looked like she was going live or whatever she was doing. And then Armand ran into Neek at night, and Neek at night is cracking up at the shenanigans with this guy yelling and telling Tisa she need a new wig. If she got so much money, why she ain't got a better wig? What else were they saying? She's an informant for the feds. He was saying a whole bunch of stuff. And it reminded me, I don't know about y'all, but it reminded me of the light-skinned pretty girl that all the boys liked in high school. And all the girls hated her. And they would chase her home. They would cut her hair in the class, sit behind her and get some scissors because she had the long, pretty hair. And they would cut her hair. And they would chase her damn near every day to beat her ass. That's what this reminded me. If they were let out of high school as opposed to a courthouse at a Diddy trial, that's exactly what would have taken place. They would have been chasing Tisa's ass all the way home. The optics of it looked like all of them were very jealous of Tisa. That's what it looks like. I'm talking about the optics. I'm not saying that they are, but that's what it looked like. There was another content creator there. I don't know who she was, but she had her camera set up, pointed at Tisa and all the shenanigans that was going on with the guy that was going in on Tisa. And she was like, Tisa's a colorist. She hates black men. I sat back and watched that and I was like, you know what? Mm. Tisa's about to go through it. And either she's going to let this make her or break her. And I could see as the guy was shouting at her and the other lady started shouting, you're a colorist and you hate black men. And all of this, I could see she was very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. And why I have it on my mind, I wanted to save this, for constructive criticism for Tisa. Because while this was going on, Tisa kept primping in her hair. And that's a very nervous gesture, and it looks like she's very self conscious. And I just came by in this video to tell Tisa, in the face of adversity, if you know you have not done anything wrong, and if you know you are not all these things these people are accusing you of and shouting at you, I'm going to need you to stand flat footed, look in that camera, and do what it is that you do. I don't need to see you, or we don't need to see you primping in your hair, because it comes across on the camera that you're very nervous and you're very self conscious and you're uncomfortable. I'm going to need you to stand, as they say, 10 toes down, focus on on the task that you came live to do. I know, easier said than done, but whatever we practice, we get good at. Okay? Whatever we practice, we get good at. Hold on.
Hello.
So, ma'am, when you pull in somebody's driveway, make sure you pull in on the concrete, because you cut the corner off and you probably ran over my sprinkler head.
I did. I'm so sorry. I'll look at it when I go back
Well,
out.
you ain't going to be able to see it. I'm going to have to turn it on.
Oh, to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to pull into people's... First of all, you shouldn't pull in nobody's driveway. Plenty of parking in front of people's houses. You can damage things. You can mess up the mailbox, hit the mailbox on the way out.
No, mailbox.
I'm just saying, don't pull in nobody's driveway.
Okay.
Pull in front of the house for your safety. And
well, the reason why I don't pull in front of the majority of people's houses, because sometimes the area that they send me, the streets are really small, and there be cars parked on the street,
Okay.
and people be flying.
Okay, well, right now you can have plenty of
You
space.
right, you right.
Okay?
I do.
All right.
All right. You want me to sit it on top of your water?
What is your name?
Teresa.
Teresa.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right, you can just sit it there.
All right.
Thank you. Watch your step. Turn around.
I will. I'm not gonna go down yet. I gotta take the pictures so that I delivered it.
Okay.
All right.
Have a great day.
You have a good day.
I'm sorry about that. I had to address that lady real quick. Amazon. Just ran right over the corner of my... Anyway, I'm going to check out my sprinklers. I got cameras. It'll show her. All right, so, as I was saying, what was I saying? Where was I? Oh, about Tisa looking self-conscious. Let me say this about... I guess I'm getting to the positive part of this video, constructive part. They kept saying that she told a lot of lies on Diddy. And I mean, for the past 8 weeks, she's been outside the courthouse reporting what went on in court from transcripts, as she said. So how could she be telling lies? As far as her being a colorist, I haven't seen any evidence of it. But if she was, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll say that. She just looked like she was self-conscious, kept primping in her hair, That's what it was giving me. But, anybody would feel conscious in that moment that she was dealing with all these people surrounding her with their cameras up and people yelling at her, some probably yelling lies. And it's like they're trying to damage her character and her reputation because she's been doing very, very, very well. And it's obvious to anybody that her coverage of this Diddy trial has opened up doors for her and has presented opportunities for her that a lot of other content creators have not established for themselves. So they could see her future, they see where she's going, and now they're trying to block it. But that's what the devil does. See, the devil knows your future. And when he sees you on that path to a place he don't want you to go, this is what you deal with. Now, I told y'all in a couple of videos ago that I'm very content with my little 50, 60 consistent subscribers who come to my channel. Okay? If you look at this very Madam with Bass channel, it is 19 years old. I've had this channel since 2006. I only have like I want to say 2,500 subscribers. I'm perfectly fine with it. For the first, I made my first video in 2010, and it was just on a cell phone as a video of my birds. And then in those years, you had to have a camera, you know, and I just wasn't doing all that. And then when the technology advanced, I started making videos in 2016. So really, I started making videos 10 years into owning this channel. So from 2016, so it's been 9 years I've been making videos. Okay? But I said all that to say that I've been on YouTube damn near since its conception. And I've seen a lot of stuff go down. So I'm speaking from a place of experience. And I've seen what happens to people once they start becoming successful on YouTube. That's when the devil comes out through the trolls, subscribers, even YouTube ships you might have. Meaning, I was really surprised at Lovely T's behavior towards Tisa because I remember what Lovely T went through with Tasha K. And I would think Lovely T would have a little bit more compassion and understanding. Or even if she does feel some kind of way, I would think, given that nasty experience she went through with Tasha K, that she would just choose not to um, say anything or express anything negative towards Tisa. But that's just me. Because what Lovely T went through, that was nothing but the devil. And Lovely T and Tasha K were actually friends. And I actually went through the same thing, not on YouTube, but being friends with someone. In my case, it was a friend for over 35 years, just flipped on me. But I digress. So I was really surprised at Lovely T's reaction and her thinking it was funny, being attacked. Somebody attacking you publicly, like how Tasha K attacked her publicly and said all this stuff about her. But hey, what do I know? So, again, I'm just going to need Tisa in the face of adversity. Unless somebody's trying to irk you, or murk you, I should say. When you on live, you just stand 10 toes down and complete your task. Focus on what you came to do. Um, Again, I think it was disgusting how that went down because it gives content creators a bad look. Because you don't see professional newscasters doing shit like that. And no, you're not professional newscasters, but you don't want to be put in a box as content creators being ratchet and stirring up confusion and trying to drag somebody down, because that's what it looked like. And it seems I heard this other content creator, what's his name, Tough News or something, Tough News TV. He straight up put out Tisa Tell's real name in his video and calling her a liar, that she's been paid by the prosecution. Straight up doxed her. I mean, right now, Tisa got an army of what it looks to me of field niggas coming after her. I heard someone say, well, they didn't say it directly about Tisa, but they indirectly said, you know, some people get more privileges than others. Well, the house nigga always got more privileges. Duh. Look, as far as Diddy is concerned, let me just say this. Y'all know I ain't no damn Diddy fan, okay? But I try to be fair and objective, and I will say that I think the verdict was fair. I think it was fair. I think if I was on that jury, I would have uh, came to the same conclusion. However, Tisa has really been one-sided, and that one side is totally against Diddy. And I think that's a dangerous thing to do when you're reporting, and that's why professionals don't uh, offer their opinion. And I know you're content creators, YouTube, you get to do that and da 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 da. But you set yourself up for target practice when you're one-sided, as Tisa has been. And then when it goes the opposite way, now you done gave fuel to the demons to come for you. Just take this as a learning experience. Just one to grow on, Tisa. That's all it is. It's a learning experience. And you know what? What happened today, Tisa, is good for you. It really is. These are the experiences and the things that will make, shape, and form you to reach your destiny. That's the way you got to look at it. It's all good. Just learn from it. Be honest with yourself. Sit down. Sometimes we got to sit down and have a conversation with ourselves. It's okay to talk to yourself. Just don't answer yourself back. But sometimes you got to sit down and talk to yourself and be real with you. You can lie to other people all you want. Don't lie to yourself. And sit down and say, you know what, Tisa? Did you do anything wrong in this situation? In all of my reporting, what could I have done differently? There is jealousy going on, but let me, Tisa, take jealousy out of the equation. Is there some real validity to how this group is feeling and what they're saying? Did I do anything to contribute to that other than just being successful? Have I been rude to people? Have I butted in situations that I should not have? Have that conversation with yourself. And again, be honest with you. With you. It's just a learning experience. Practice how to deal with adversity. Because this ain't going to be the last situation you have like this. It might come in a different form. But if you learn from this situation and you really do some soul searching and take some self inventory, you'll be better prepared for when it happens again. And when it happens again, I'm going to need you again to focus on the task at hand. You never let them see you sweat. Today, you let us see you sweat. And I really didn't appreciate that either. Never let them see you sweat. But yeah, right now Tisa's that light skinned girl that everybody hated because she was so pretty. And she would get chased home every day. She might be standing in the hallway talking to her friends or in gym class. Somebody walk by and cut her hair because they want her bald headed. That's exactly what happened today. You know? But yeah, and for the other content creators, I'm going to need y'all to be mindful of how you are presenting yourself because your behavior, your laughter at this issue probably shut a door down that you didn't even know was about to open for you. Because you know, journalists, people in various positions and stuff, they watching y'all. And they probably was saying, you know, that lovely T, she might be good for this campaign we've been talking about developing. You know, and then they saw you laughing at this chick like that today. Now, we ain't dealing with that. It's the optics. And maybe you don't feel no negative way about her, lovely T. Maybe you don't. But you got to be careful because that camera picks up a lot of stuff. And it's the optics of it all. Not a good look. And again, I'm surprised at lovely T. Very surprised at her. Because she stood in the shoes of Tisa at one point. But as far as Tisa's concerned, this is going to be an ongoing thing. The further she gets, the more the devil going to get mad. So she's going to have to learn how to be confident in the face of adversity and not look uncomfortable, self conscious, and nervous. Stay focused on you. And if there's some validity that you've told some lies about Diddy, I can't confirm that. I know you have stated some things to come and they came to pass. For example, Diddy's apology video, you was damn near down to the time that that video was going to drop. I have not seen one thing you lied about. I haven't seen it. But I also came by here to tell you, Tisa, don't let this bullshit from the devil shake your foundation. If you go home tonight and have a cry, because you know crying is the way the body releases stress. That was a very stressful moment. Go ahead and cry. As we say in New York, cry 2 tears in a bucket and say fuck it. And get up and keep going, Tisa. Forget your haters. Um, it looked like I think it just came to me. I think when the trial first started, I think Lovely T and Tisa took pictures together, all smiling. Hey girl. And then today, the optics of it looked like Lovely T was taking joy in what was happening to Tisa. Oh, I started to say that Tisa, don't hang out with YouTubers. Don't be friend YouTubers. Even your subscribers. Yeah, they come in your chat, they support you, they might be your mods, they might cash app you, be polite and thank them, but don't become friends with them. Don't call them on the phone. Don't do none of that. Because these people will turn on you. And not everybody, but the majority. Again, I have a lot of experience. I've seen a lot. And I have come to the conclusion that you don't befriend people from YouTube. Because they will be your friend and you'll be telling them things, whether you intend to tell them or unintentionally. All they doing is taking notes, downloading information about you from your mouth, holding on to it until the time comes where they can weaponize it against you. You meet people, you communicate with people over the phone or having lunch or whatever. Make sure they're professional people outside of YouTube. The doors are opening for you. You establish relationships with those kind of people. Leave content creators, subscribers, leave them the hell alone. I know what I'm talking about. Especially after what took place today. If you are in contact with subscribers, y'all talk on the phone and they constantly emailing each other, put a lid on that. And I don't want you to feel paranoid, but trust me, there's one, two, three, or a few of them who feel they are on the inside with you. And they will turn around and do something to hurt you. Okay? Hey, I'm live. Go back inside. Go back inside. Close the door. So, pretty much that's it. It's time for me to go. And I will catch up with y'all later. Peace.